Hello and welcome to the 59th episode. I'm your host Jimster Gaming and I'm playing OTTD on a huge Europe map. And the Megalomaniac Sunday continues. So what I did off camera was that I prepared these routes. So the first one is just going over here with clay to Gävle to supply the paper mill there. And the second one is going all the way along the coast up here. So first I brought it up here, but then I realized that this bridge is actually too low for these ships. Because if I remember correct, the rule made was that it's either a ship made for rivers or a ship that is a maximum 100. This one takes 270, so that's not on the list. To be honest, because you have these really big ones that are made for rivers. Let me see, it's these barges. This one do 295 tons and the other one do 560, which is quite a lot. But I don't need that because these do 270. So I'll put one of the small ones on that just do 65, so it will just go back and forth. So the larger vessel will transfer its supplies here at Sollefteå docks, transfer and leave empty, and then the small vessel that's in here will pick it up there and bring it up the river, passing these locks and getting up to the paper mill. So that should be okay. So that was what I was supposed to do off camera last time. So this time we are going to continue somewhere else, as usual. I have looked at this one before, and it's really complicated to get this to work, but I think we will have to make a go at it. So Narvik is the big ship-out harbor for iron ore from Laponia, which is brought over the mountains and down to the fjord, which is a really deep one from the sea, very far inland. In real life, it's actually very steep down here, so you have these trains with 3,000 tons of iron ore loaded on them going down a slope which is more than 3%, I think, which is okay because every single wagon has brakes on them, and when the train then go back it's always empty, so it's not that bad, so it actually works. But from the context and the rules we have, I didn't really get any way of getting this to work until I realized that there's a hole here. And I'm going to use that. So first of all, I have no idea where to put a passenger station though, because I really don't want to have it in the way of the trains. So I'm going to put the passenger station here. Let's see. I'm going to put that one there. Yeah, that's fine, that will work. So let's put it here and hope it gets a good name. It did. Great, and then we can put one here. I know it's very close, but that's fine. And let's put one as well up there. Done, because I think the village will grow this way probably. Perfect. And then we need to put in this one, which is connected to Narvik. I could put it there. That will just spread everything out something crazily. So, no. My worry here was, and it was quite a worry actually, was about this thing. Because I need to remove quite a lot of hillside to get this to work, and I wasn't sure if they would actually accept me doing that, but it seems that they do. So I'm just going to remove these. I don't remember if that's enough. 8, yes it was. Great. And that's basically how much we can remove without them saying anything. And that means that this is going to be a difficult station, because I will put in Canadian platform, of course. I can put in the Canadian platform here, call it Narvik. So that means passenger trains only have one. And then I really wanted to put it on the other side, but I can't do that. And then we have the freight trains that will get 2, like that. And that means we have now spent all the happiness that the local authority had for us. And I do actually have the option of putting a depot on this side. I'm not sure if we have anything coming in this way though. So therefore I'm going to bring these up, and I'm going to double track this one, at least the climb for now. So let's do the climb immediately from here, which didn't really take any effort. Let's bring this one over there. And let's just bring it there, because I need to have at least 5 between them, and I can't really remove all of this because it would definitely be breaking that rule. So therefore we are going to do some other constructions here. So let's do that and that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I need to actually have one more before I climb. Okay, 5. Then climb. Then put this tunnel through there, but I'm going to bite one off that corner, which I can. And then do that. If I remember this correct, this was the way I had planned it, because that means we have more than 5 again, and we can climb again. We're always allowed to make the double tracks in the same height, of course. So that has sorted this. We have climbed 3 in a rather short distance. So let's see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. We have one there, we have one there. And then we need to continue up here a little bit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what we need, like that, and then we can bring it in and make a single track. Then we need to get it down the valley on this side, but that's not an issue because the height difference is just really, really small. So I wonder, yes, I will do that. So let's just bring this one over. And down. Preferably in the right place. Like that. Bring it down there, do a tunnel. And on this side of the tunnel, Let's continue with single track. Which can be difficult from time to time, but I like to build single track. That's my absolute favorite. Even though it's not very efficient, but it is historically correct usually. And it makes sense because it would be much cheaper to build a single track than a double track. Don't remember which one we have. We have that one, okay. Many lines were built single track at the start of railway building in the world because it just made more sense. And then eventually some of them were duplicated. Some of them were not. I wonder if this might be a good place to actually build a small double track piece. Yes, I think so. So let's build this one out. Let's do 10 and 10 because we need to do that and just continue this direction. That was not great. Let's do it there instead. Like that. Good, and just connect these two. Perfect, done. Yes, so I'm going to put on at least one of these. Just call it in. And possibly use the other one if we need to get some supplies into this one, which I don't know if that is the case. Yes, done. So next up is to get the iron stuff. The iron ore from Gällivare is going down there to be shipped out to the world. But thinking about it, it actually doesn't work out because those needs to go to Germany, and I don't have any tracks going there. So let's leave those for now and continue with the wood. So we have some woods over here, and they all need to go to Portsmouth. And that's this one, and I don't know what the last one, this one, yeah. So they all need to go down here. No, there should be one more. That is a Gällivare forest, right? Yes. And this is a Gällivare forest. And that one is a Gällivare forest as well, okay. Because I have 4 of those that needs to get down there. So, ooh, I already have one waiting here. Wow. And it should be moving. Did it move? Yes, it did. Oh, by the way, I did notice that there's a signaling error here. These two are actually on the same track, which doesn't make any sense. So let's fix that. There are no trains on the way, so it's fine. Great, done. Continue. Where are we? There we are. So let's put these in. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one was actually a short station, which wasn't really planned. So let's make it bigger. Change the name. To Wood A. And I wonder how much much this will produce. Ooh, okay, it's on Gung Ho, 703 tons, which I assume is going to require the biggest, longest train we can do. So let's do one of those and put on wood, not wool, wood, and do one of these. And that means 750 tons. That's quite a lot, but should be fine. So that means almost every month there will be one. That's great. Bring it to there, and I need a waypoint over here somewhere. Let's put it down in. Let's make a big one here because we can, and get it down there and into this one and transfer, and then just do the same thing again. To there and down there. Great, that was the first one, and I don't know how long time it will take to get there. 2 should be fine, I hope. So let's put 2 on. Next ones out are these. So let's put this one on, and this one is called yellow water as well. Done, and just use the same version of train construction, the RE66, which is a really duh, and I'm doing this again, which is a really good locomotive though. That's an engine of world class. And what do we have here? We have 190 tons, which means we're going to transport 3 times as much, which is 600. So that's great. That means this one will be out traveling less than once a month, if we remember to do full load on it, that is. Let's bring it down here and here and down to Narvik. Oh, sorry, you need to get the in waypoint first and then transfer, and the same way back again, and into the depot, which is there. Good. And this one is a much longer trip, or longer anyway, and I think it produces more, so I'm going to put on 3 trains on this. Worst case, one of them will always be in depot waiting. Then we have Kiruna Woods. Same thing here. We are just going to do that. This one on. There will always be only one wood, if I remember correct, on this for Kiruna, so that should be fine. Let's put the same one on again. It's getting repetitive, or and wood it is, and let's get cracking here, full load, and just bring it down to through the waypoint, and through the waypoint, and we have a waypoint over here, and bring it down to the station. Yeah, whatever. And then just bring it up again the same way, which should be fine. And into the depot, as always. Because if they wait in the depot, they are just not in someone else's way. What do we have here? 190, so that means 3 then. Because otherwise, otherwise it's going to get stuck here somewhere. Here it will get stuck, waiting for the other train to unload, and that means that to load, and that means that the farm supply train isn't going to get through. So therefore it's better to keep them in the depot. Last one is this. That's the 4th one. Which will be called Rovaniemi, but anyway, I have the Rovaniemi A there. The forest was called Gällivare, so let's put on the same thing again. I don't remember how much this one had. 170, but we'll go into T3 anyway. There should be farm supplies on the way, but they got a little bit stuck in the single track misery down by Steinkjer in Norway. But it should get a little bit better soon. Great, and I thought we had a waypoint on this one as well. Oh, there wasn't. Okay. I wonder if it's going to. Okay, let's hope it works. Otherwise we're going to get an error message saying that the train is lost, so whatever. Let's do that and bring it down here. And transfer. And same distance to get back. That means we need to put a little bit more passing loops on that. Because there's currently only one. Done. And let's put 3 on. Done. Good. So we have one there and one full there as well. So let's put one in here in the middle. Like that. Great. And then put one in the middle here as well, which is a little bit more tricky, but it should be here. Let me see. It should be here, right? So let's remove a mountain or two. Like that, and do that, and that. Problem is that this one is going to have issues when it gets there, I guess. That one is fine. Oh, it didn't meet anything there. Okay, well then it's no issues. This one is going to have issues though. So let's turn it around, pause the game, unpause the game and turn it around again. Because now it should find its way through on that side. Let's just speed it up to see that it happened, and it did. Look at that. That means we just extended the amount of traffic that can go through there with quite a lot. So, which means instead of 2 trains meeting, you can actually have 4 trains meeting. So that's great. What I forgot to do last time was to fix farm supplies for these. And the farm supplies are going to come from Ipswich. And by chance I actually found the absolute most perfect ever train for it, which I just didn't expect to find. Ship for it, because this one can take 112, which is 2 times 56. And it's even rather fast, even though it's a paddle steamer. And it might seem like maybe not the most modern thing to do in 1999, but whatever. Let's do it anyway. Paddle steamers are really underestimated. Those are among the most finest, best specimens of ships ever built. So I'm going to build this one off camera and be back in a second. And we are back in Ipswich with a nice paddle steamer, which is still here that I have released now. So I built 4 of these. So I have one here, and then I built 2 of them in Gothenburg, going each direction. So I just forwarded the orders, and then I have built one over in Visby because that's where they are heading. So that should actually bring in some farm supplies eventually. It's going to take a while. I'm not sure if 4 is enough, but we'll start out there anyway. Next thing to do is to make sure that these gets distributed. So let's put that one on, and again, we should not be building any electrified track here. So let's see. I believe that the engineering supplies going here are coming from Denmark, if I remember correct. I'm not sure, but I have a slight memory of that, which is why I didn't put it on my list of things to do. So, because we are not getting anything produced there for the time being, because the metal is coming from somewhere in Germany, and we haven't got that far in the game yet. So let's put on one of those, and one of those. They all got the same color, how boring. Farm supplies 56, and let's put this one down here, make a full load, bring it here first, in there. Do we need to keep it waiting somewhere? No, we don't, because there is nothing else going to be supplied from here anyways. It doesn't matter. So it can just go whenever it gets stuff in. It doesn't need to wait, and then get it back to the depot. So that will be great. And 1 is way more than we need, probably. It's going to be enough. So that's fine. That's done. Of course, we need to put some ships on. So I prepared this one. So the route is basically starting in the depot, connecting to the station where it has a full load, I believe. I hope it did. And then it's just going down here, following the Norwegian coast, and then getting over the North Sea, and over into Portsmouth. So I'm going to put on the station here, and I'm going to prepare so we can build a train station as a part of it if needed. I don't know if that it will be needed, but I'm going to put it in here anyway. And I'm going to leave room for it here, and put on some of these there, I guess. Oh, let's do this for once actually, because we have room to build a large station, right? So let's just build a large station. Good. Because I can't really decide where the trucks are going to go. So let's just put these together like that. But not connect them in the middle, because that means we can have 2 of these doing different things. Possibly. But this one needs to get moving in this direction, and But in real life you wouldn't have built a tunnel. I've taken the path there instead, and bring it down here. And here I'm going to make another large station because I'm quite sure these are going to be transported somewhere, which I haven't checked. I can't imagine anything else. So let's just do that. And just follow the same logic, or unlogic maybe. And bring these over there. I'm not sure, but one option would of course be that these are going over to here. The Oxford Furniture Factory. That might be the case. To make some nice British furniture. Anyway, so let's put this one in. I believe it is between 48 and 49. So there we go, and go there and transfer. Great. Why did it call it a valley? Yeah, whatever. And I'm going to clone these because there's going to be a bunch of wood coming. So let's do 10. It will take a very long time before it materializes, but that doesn't matter. And on this side, these are coming in with an enormous amount of wood whenever they first arrive. So I'm going to take the biggest thing we have. This one takes 61 by vehicle. It was wood, yes. And let's just bring it from here and make a full load. And bring it up there. And depot. And put on 5 of these. Because they need to go. They need to go 5 rounds each for every one of those coming in. So I'm not sure if this is enough, but we'll see. Yes, so far so good. So what I forgot to say about the paddle ship was when we bring it, I brought it over here. Let me see where we are. The paddle steamers. So they will just go around Sweden through the Öresund, or the Sound as it's called in English, I believe, through the Kattegat and Skagerrak, which are places that Danny Kaye sings about in his world famous hit from 1953 or similar, called Wonderful Copenhagen. And they started over here in Ipswich anyway. So just to show what it looked like on the map. Great. Next out today is to get some plant fibers moving. So we have this one over here, so I'm going to connect it up. We need an electric one. So let's do... No. Let's just do 2 and then bring it over here. That should do, so that means we are at like 7, 8 and 9. That will make sense. This one should just continue. Let's make one extra, doesn't matter. And put this there, and that one is already on, and I think I will actually double track this piece. It's just too difficult to look at it and not be happy with it. There isn't going to be much traffic for now, but that's going to grow later on, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, and then just fix this piece as well. I can actually do that. Just always a little bit curious. Did I actually manage to fit that one in when I can't see it? And I'm going to put in the this one over on the back side, so to say, because I have the room to do so. So let's just put this in here and do that. Ooh, that was expensive. Get them through there, and then I have one here which is empty, which means I can put 2 more on actually, but I really don't need to do that because I don't think this one takes goods. And we are going there. So let's just build a bridge over here. No, I'm going to build the bridge here, just to avoid destroying fields. Not that I think it matters actually in this version of the game, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, and I missed, of course, there. Yeah, whatever. Bad planning. Let's put this one over there. And I'm going to put a 3 in. Why? Because it makes sense. Because we also need to get the livestock out, so I think that makes sense. Do that and connect all of those and put the depot over in that corner. Great, and put some, let me see, how much do we have here? 45. That means at full speed, at full speed it's going to produce 150 for transportation, that is. So 180 and 150 will be transported. So let's put plant fibers on there. Um, 56 is great, because that means there will be 2 months, so that's fine. Plant fibers, and put this one in there. Full load, bring it down there, and depot, and clone it. The livestock will be taken that way, I'm quite sure as well. So a little bit more fixed. Slowly moving forward. So that was this episode. This was a Sunday Megalomaniac episode, and the next one will be back in a couple of hours as this Sunday continues. Until then, have fun, and thank you for watching.